So we are back with our traffic talk for July. I am Jeanne Ingersoll. I'm the business development leader for Shopper Track Analytics with Sensormatic Solutions for North America. And this month, I'm so excited. I'm joined by a very special guest, Mr. Sterling Raehtz. He's our head of sales for Shopper Track Analytics for Sensormatic Solutions with North America. Sterling, it's so great to be here with you.
Jeanne, I'm so happy to be back.
Very, very happy to have you back. So, Sterling, we have some really exciting results that we want to dig into. Sensormatic conducted our annual Shopper Track Analytics Consumer Sentiment Survey. And last month, Grant Gustafson and I spent a lot of time talking about retail performance and how it's trending for back to school, specifically for retailers. Why does that matter to them? How can they really maximize the opportunities of shoppers being in store? What do we anticipate seeing? And this month, we really want to focus on the shopper specifically. And what do they care about? What are the behaviors that they're going to be exuding while they're out shopping and trying to get these things for their kiddos while they go back to school? So I know that you've been excited to dig into this. Can you share maybe a couple of the biggest data points or some of the biggest nuggets that really stood out to you? And what do you believe is going to be the most helpful for retailers and really helping them understand how people plan to shop this year?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. So what I love about working in the retail industry is that we have this ebb and flow throughout the year, and it's based on what's going on in society. So this next thing that we have to look forward to is back to school. That's what we get to prep for next. And so there's kind of three big takeaways that I'd have this audience, listen to. The first is that 3/4 of the respondents are going to shop inside of a store. So despite all the clickbait headlines that seem to never go away, the role of the brick and mortar store is absolutely critical for retailers. The next point is that almost half of those respondents are also going to utilize BOPIS as well, buy online, pick up in store. And then finally, 1/4 of the respondents to the survey are going to utilize a buy online, pick up at curbside. So that tells us that shoppers are utilizing different sales channels. And so in a lot of our conversations with retailers over the last 6 months or so, we hear about how do we balance the demand of shoppers inside the store as well as online. And so for us at Sensormatic, we think about, we've got traffic data and we're talking with them about how do we plan for servicing the customer inside the store along with optimizing times to serve the customer online. So specifically, if you're a retailer out there, if you've got Shopper Track Analytics and you know your power hours, perhaps that's an opportunity for you to reserve times to service the online customer outside of those power hours. And if you want to learn more about those conversations, you can talk with Jeanne and I, and we'll get to that in a moment. But I think at the end of the day, if you know your power hours when customers are inside the store, reserve that time to serve the customers of when you expect them to be inside the store. And I think as a consequence to that, it makes associates walk into the day with a more predictable schedule, that they know that they don't have to be, picking orders for online orders, in one moment and then turn around and help a customer, and then they can't take their break and then they have to go do a return. If you can start to segment out throughout the day for your associates, again, it leads to more predictable schedules, happier employees, and less turnover.
I love that. I think the two biggest things I heard you say are that it really is coming down to making sure that the store associates are armed with the most accurate and the best data to help them do their jobs the best way that they can, because all of that is going to funnel to providing the best customer service to shoppers. And if you're a shopper and you're eager to either get in and out of the store and just get what you need so that your kiddo has everything they need for back to school, you want it to be done in a way that's very efficient and very easy. So I think that makes complete sense. And if you're thinking about these things as a retailer, and that specifically the demands of balancing online and in-store shopping and how to really drive the most value for that, connect with myself and Sterling on LinkedIn. We'd love to continue these conversations. Sterling, that was great. Thank you so much. Until next time.
Thanks for having me.